London.
Ever get the urge to just take off?
Are we calling him run seat?
And the time it takes to order a call.
Actually, we'll...
Private aviation
I think it is run sheet.
As it is. Bloated landscape of brokers and management companies, unexpected fees and wait times can make flying private a burden and a time suck. It's an industry that's stuck in the past while the rest of the world has moved on. If you can book a black car straight from your phone, you should be able to charter a plane just as easily. Welcome to Flyhouse, the future of private aviation. We're modernizing the industry by putting unprecedented access and control in the palm of your hands. Simply enter your desired trip plan and watch as hundreds of private plane operators bid to earn your business, driving down the cost of your flight. You pick the winner, you pick the plane, and you pick all the extras that make flying private worth it. Even share the trip with friends if you're sick of picking up the tab by using Flyhouse's proprietary Friend Share feature on the app. And that's it. You just booked a private flight, customized to your exact needs and the time that it takes to order a coffee. No more middleman. Deal directly with the operators. Our transparent pricing ensures fairness for all parties, maximizing savings for everyone involved. And with hundreds of Argus Platinum rated planes, the highest possible safety rating, you'll get to your destination quickly and safely every time. Safety, service, transparency. No need for headaches, no reason not to. Fly private, the way you want to fly private. Take control of your journey. Take the trip you always dreamed of. Take off with Flyhouse.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hello and welcome to the Tennessee Club Sports Network. We're live from the Knoxville Civic Coliseum for a great matchup today between the 5-5 Tennessee Ice Falls and the 7-3 Auburn Tigers. I'm Ethan Price. Alongside me today is Dominic Spezia. Dom, it's great to be back in the booth with you.
Yeah, I know. It's been a long time coming. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, and I cannot wait for a great club hockey game today.
Yeah, we're in for a great one. Both of these teams are really high-powered offenses. Their defenses, you could say whatever it will if you look at the score. But Dom, talking about yesterday's game, the Tennessee Ice Falls get back in the win column, a complete shutout against the Tigers. What did you like in what you saw yesterday?
Well, I mean, you know, they protected the net, which is, I mean, it's what you got to do to win a game out here. And posting their second shutout of the season, very impressive for a team that's kind of known for their offense, I'd say, and being aggressive.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they, protected the net. Our color analyst yesterday, Connor Whitney, spoke about protecting the house. That's something the Ice Falls did really successfully yesterday. They're going to have to do the same here if they're going to want to sweep the Tigers and win this weekend.
Yeah, Auburn on the season, very high-scoring team. So shutting them out last night was huge. And if they want to see the same success, they're really going to have to get back on defense and limit the transition opportunities and just capitalize in the defensive zone.
Yeah, you mentioned defense capitalizing. The Ice Falls known for a lot of turnovers, some sloppy play, but they have really good chemistry. What can you tell us more about that chemistry?
Yeah, I mean, these guys, they've got a few games under their belt now, 10 games on the season, playing their 11th tonight. And, I mean, you can just tell, like, going throughout the season that their chemistry on the ice has been increasing every single game. And that's only going to lead to, less turnovers, less sloppy play, more coordinated defense, and, yeah, that's it. Just more coordinated, all around, just better.
Yeah, I totally agree. And we mentioned that chemistry. Connor Frazier, Tyler Rose, just a couple of those ice balls who have played years of ice hockey together. They're in their final season, and they're off to a pretty good start, 5-5, not a bad season, and they beat some really good teams.
They have, and speaking of some long-time ice chemistry, we got the Pats brothers on the Auburn side of the ice. So another pair of players that have been playing hockey together for a long time.
No, exactly. A lot of chemistry on the ice, a lot of chemistry in this broadcast. We're going to throw it down to our sideline reporter, Kenzie Ortman. Kenzie, what do you got for us here today?
Hi guys, thank you so much, and welcome back to Knoxville Civic Coliseum here. We are in Game 2 of the series versus Auburn, and as you guys said, there's been a lot of dominance in that first game with the offense and defensive side. Star forwards like Sprinkling, Updike, Schneider, and Pavic have been huge monumental moments for the Ice Balls here in this game, and they're hoping to continue their hot streak here today with another win. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that insight, Kenzie. That was great stuff. And yeah, you mentioned it. Mitchell Spranklin just became the leading scorer for the Ice Balls with 4 after that first goal in yesterday's game. Dom, what should we expect out of Spranklin here in this one?
Well, he's going to want to continue the hot streak. He's going to want to score again, put his team in a good position to win the game. And yeah, it goes back to the coordination. The team wants and knows that he's going to want to keep that hot streak going.
No, yeah, exactly. Watch out for Spranklin and the rest of these Ice Balls. You heard the horn. We're just a few minutes away from puck drop here in Knoxville. Let's go to a commercial break. Yeah, and welcome back here to the Tennessee Club Sports Network, just a few minutes away from puck drop. Dom, let's recap the season so far for both of these teams. For the Ice Balls, it was a pretty ugly start to start the season. They had 2 road games to open it out, and they fell in both of those games. The first one in Chapel Hill, getting shut out actually, speaking of shutouts, being shut out by the Tar Heels, and then they fell 4-1 against the Wildcats in Lexington. But then they got back on the right track, and they swept West Virginia. And then they went to Virginia Tech, did get beat, but then they had a big win over rival Alabama. And then obviously they traded the weekend with the Spartans. And then we know what happened last week with MTSU. Middle Tennessee fell on the road, but then they got the big win yesterday. How are you feeling about the Ice Balls coming into this one?
Yeah, it's like, even though they did lose to MTSU, they showed a lot of promise late in that game, scoring multiple goals in the third period. And they were just able to continue that momentum into last night's game against the Tigers, shutting them out once again, and also putting up 4 goals. So a pretty good margin of victory there. And then on the Auburn side of it, very hot start to the season, starting 7-0, including sweeping their rival Alabama. And then, you know, they've been on a little bit of a downhill spiral in recent games, losing 3 in a row, including last night, of course.
Now, Dom, do you think some of that downward spiral we've seen from Auburn recently has been, I wouldn't say necessarily the trouble around the goalie situation, but just their inability to kind of stick with one guy?
Yeah, you know, you want to have 2 guys that you're comfortable with. But when you get more than that, it's just indecision. And, I mean, the guys just don't really get comfortable out in the ice.
You spoke a lot about, before we went on the air, about Gregory Politis. If he plays tonight, what do you expect from him?
Well, he's an experienced guy. You know what you're going to get when he's locking down the net. And, I mean, he's just played a lot of hockey, made a lot of saves, seen a lot of shots. So that experience is gonna pay some dividends.
Yeah, and both of these teams are going to see a lot of shots tonight. Like I said, both really high-powered offenses. They try to stay away from being on defense because they're always going after the puck. And I'm expecting that to continue here tonight or today in Knoxville, as we've got a good one coming up for you. We'll be right back after this quick break. And we're back here in Knoxville getting ready for Tennessee Ice Falls versus the Auburn Tigers. Just a moment away from puck drop. Dom, which of the Vols should we, keep an eye on who haven't really scored so far this season?
I know I'm going to be keeping an eye out on Tyler Isles. No goals in the season. He's a junior, so he's itching to get that first goal. And then, on the younger side of things, we're going to go down to Kyle Flynn. He still has not scored this season, so he's still looking for his first collegiate goal.
Yeah, 3 Kyles on this Ice Falls team. Only one so far has found a goal this season. We'll see if that changes here today as they're announcing the starting lineup here. Ben DeStefano comes out first. He's been electric this season. Connor Frazier, Matt Pavick, a couple others, as well as Carter Trussler.
And then Will Schneider out there. And we got Lincoln Simons holding down the fort in goal.
We are the Tennessee Volunteers. And now is our time. Time for unbeatable experiences, for bold innovation, for historic moments. It's time to do what Vols do best. More life-changing research, more problem solving, more lighting the way. We have what it takes. It takes a volunteer.
And we're back here, the Tennessee Club Sports Network here at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum, getting ready for game number 11 on the season for both Tennessee and Auburn. Dom, how you feeling about this one?
Oh, I think we're in for an exciting matchup today. Fast-paced. Probably a lot of goals, I'm going to be honest. Having back-to-back shutouts against the same team, that's very hard to do. So I think both teams are going to find the back of the net. And then we're going to have William Dobson in goal for Auburn for this contest.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a 32 versus 32 matchup here in the goalies as Lincoln Simons coming in here for the Vols. And then, like you said, that's William Dobson for the Tigers. As we're meeting right here at center circle, getting ready for puck drop.
Connor Frazier and Jake Fleet.
Underway in Knoxville, the Tigers win that one right out of the gate. Good start for them, already down here into the Tennessee zone. And now Tennessee, they're used to being on offense, gonna have to be on defense here early. And a nice little takeaway there, turnover for the Tigers, and a nice block there by Dobson. Keeps the Ice Falls from scoring a really early goal here, Dom.
Yeah, very fast start right there by Schneider. Taking advantage of the offensive turnover for the Tigers and getting 2 quick shots on Dobson.
Yeah, we know how fast Tennessee is. They showed it in that first Tampa game as well as the second Tampa game. And right there, speed gets them the puck off the face-off, and they control it there right up against the glass. Little contest for the puck, still not able to decide it, and they're deadlocked over there. Matt Pavick was the one who had it, and they just sling it away. Auburn takes over now, going up the ice. And Tennessee's just going to play it. Auburn takes a shot, no good. And the Tigers continue to just keep it on to the Tennessee zone. So a lot of defensive stand here early for the Ice Vols, but they do a good job of maintaining that. And a nice block there from Simons. He had a lot of action in the Tampa game just a few weeks ago. Did not play in yesterday's first game against Auburn. Nice to see him get some action here today. And that's Spranklin now. The leading scorer for the Ice Vols gets control of the puck, sends it away. And I believe that was LaGreca getting thrown in there by Coach Drew King. Already seen some new faces in here, Dom.
Yeah, you know, you want to have your ice time shifts limited to like 40 seconds to like a minute, maybe a minute and a half if you're on defense, but you want to keep those legs fresh.
And we're going to get our first whistle here of the first period.
That's going to be an icing on the Ice Vols. Send it down to the defensive zone. Spranklin and Fleet in there for the face-off right there.
Yeah, and Spranklin now controls the puck. Going up, it's Auburn a little bit off to the left. Dom, was that a shot, or was he just trying to set something up there for his team?
I think it was a shot. He just let it go a little haywire right there.
And that was another one. That one by Jack On. And we saw a lot of that in the West Virginia game. A lot of attempted shots. They got a couple goals, which led to their win. But this Tennessee Ice Vols offense known for just going for the net.
Yeah, typically whenever you throw pucks on net, good things are going to happen, and the goalie's going to make a mistake eventually.
Yeah, neither goalie, though, has been caught lacking so far in this one, as it's really been a defensive stand. Both goalies have seen some action, but neither one has let up a goal. Right there, though, that was a close one for Dobson.
Yeah, another shot going just wide by Big Will Hurlburt.
And you really see Tennessee bringing the heat here on the ice, just making that puck fly, really, as a couple Ice Vols fly into the glass. And they fight for it. Auburn gets away with it, and it's going to be a turnover there. Tennessee takes a shot, no good. More arguing. Now it's De Stefano who takes a shot and misses it a little bit off to the left. And we got a little scuffle trying to settle it. I believe one of them is Carter Trussler, who's in the game now.
Nice opportunity to get a quick substitution there.
And Auburn's just going to send that one flying again. As we have a 13 on the team for the Ice Vols. And he's got the puck right now.
Yeah, we don't got him on the roster, but seeming to make an impact right there.
I know Alex was mentioning in the Tampa game that one of those guys didn't have a name. Auburn doesn't have any names on the back of their jerseys, and Tennessee has someone apparently on the ice that we don't even have on the roster. So a little chaos here in club hockey, but Auburn continues to control this one as we stay locked at 0. Tennessee now going to take over near their own net. And this is a defensive moment here for the Ice Vols as we see a little check there. That's Alex Duchman. And a big hit there for 17. That's Kyler Stover, the only Kyle on this Ice Vols team who has a goal this season. The other two do not.
It's a nice block out in front there by Bryce Cooper. Just getting in the way of that shot, putting his body on the line.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of possession changes. It's just back and forth game right now between Tennessee and Auburn as a couple Vols almost went into the glass there. And we're going to get a whistle. And we're going to throw it down to our sideline reporter, Lily Helton. Lily, what do you got for us?
Hi, guys. Yeah, you definitely touched on it earlier. Following the MTSU series, defenseman Finn DeSanto said, we need to do a better job of identifying our roles in the D zone. And they definitely made true on that promise yesterday with the shutout. But you can definitely see a little bit more contest on possession time early. I'm going to throw it back up to you guys.
Thank you, Lily. That was great stuff. And yeah, we've already seen Stefano really.
DeStefano.
Yeah, DeStefano. I'll get it. Trust me. He's the hardest one on the roster to say. But DeStefano has done a really good job so far in this game. We've seen him a couple times get control and steal it away from Auburn and limit their possessions. As right there, we almost saw another turnover, but Tennessee hangs on. So that's Tyler Rose now in the game for the Ice Vols. And arguing for the puck, Auburn's going to win that argument. That's Colin Dube with the puck as we get another early whistle here.
Nice save right there by Simons, just being locked in defensively.
Yeah. No, Auburn's done a nice job. Tennessee, though, has done a really nice job. They're seeing a lot more defense than maybe they're used to compared to the last couple games that they've been locked into battle with. And right there, a very close call for the Ice Vols, as that was a nice shot by Ryan Bonthius, who almost got it in the net.
Simons being active, trying to stop the puck from going around the horn. Can't do so to win Tennessee possession.
Sprinklin does get the possession, though. Hands it off to his teammate, Dylan Updike. Dylan Updike, he had a goal yesterday. I believe the second one of the afternoon. And another whistle. So we saw a lot of time get run off the clock, but now about 3, early whistles. Dom, how do you feel about the Tigers right now, the way they've been controlling this game?
I mean, they've had a lot of time in the offensive zone, but they have had quite a fair share of turnovers. Both teams have. So that's what's kind of creating the chaos out here on the ice.
And that one almost got away from Bonthius, but he sets it up, gets it to his teammate.
Nice shot there by Jake Fleet, but Simons, being the great tendy that he is, with a nice stop right there, forcing another defensive zone face-off for the Ice Vols.
We saw a lot of it in Tampa, West Virginia, just a lot of missed opportunities for the teams that, go up against Simons, and that was a missed opportunity for Auburn. But very, lucky break, if you will, for the Ice Vols as they take possession here. Carter Trussler. And that one, Dobson just falls on it. Smart call. You don't need to be, flashy with that. Just stop the puck. Don't let it get in the net.
Yeah, and with how fast-paced that I think a lot of folks are expecting for this game, stopping the puck at any time is going to be a smart move, especially to get some nice substitutions there for your entire defense.
Tennessee wins that little face-off. Trussler gets it over to his teammate. Now Auburn the Ice Vols, Updike gonna land on it. Basically sends an Auburn guy flying to the ice. Now Trussler takes a shot, no good, blocked by Dobson.
That was a great pass across the zone. A nice look there for Carter Trussler to put it in the back of the net. But William Dobson, he has been pretty good so far this game.
Yeah, we talked about in the pregame.
I don't think that goal horn was right.
Yeah, that's a little early. Maybe foreshadowing of some sort. I'm not sure. But we talked about earlier in the pregame the chemistry on this Ice Vols team. Little chemistry there between Dylan Updike and Trussler almost got the Ice Vols a goal.
Dare I say their chemistry is almost as good as our chemistry, isn't it, Ethan?
I would say so. I think our chemistry is just a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, not to toot our own horn, but to
might send the horn flying again.
That's really what the horn was for, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get a whistle there on that one. Not a horn, a whistle this time. The fourth one of the evening.
Yeah, Dylan Updike just lost his stick. I'm not really sure what the whistle was all about. I honestly don't even know if the refs know. Just kind of...
That's not good. We got question marks all across the board here. Looks like we got number 9, Alex Duchman, got a penalty, I believe, on that last whistle. So the power play here for the Ice Vols. They got a 2-minute power play, a chance to maybe get an early goal on Auburn. Nice shot, and we got a goal for the Ice Vols. That was Kyler Stober getting his third goal of the season, as Tennessee's gonna do a little celebrating there.
Nice job by the Ice Vols on the power play. Very quick and only 13 seconds in. And they're gonna take the early lead in this one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which side of the power play the Ice Vols are on. They just seem to somehow find a goal here in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Already taking possession. That one gets away, and a little shot there for the Ice Vol player. And they're going to fight for it in the corner up against the glass. Tyler Rose just kind of sent that puck flying. Don't know if that was just a get out of here, or if that was a, hey, I'm going to take a shot for the net. But either way, the referees are going to blow the whistle.
And we're going to have a penalty right there on Kyle Stober. Let's see what the ref is going to call that one.
From 0 to 0 for Kyler Stober. Just got the goal. Now he's going to end up in the penalty box. And the referee having a chat there with one of the Auburn Tigers. That's Will Condon.
Are they going to give him a penalty shot? I don't think so. Yeah, it's looking just like a normal power play right there.
And now the power play has changed here. Now the Ice Vols are a man down. As both teams coming back on the ice here. 11:34 left in the first period. Just almost halfway done in this first period, like I just mentioned.
They're gonna get Kyle Stober for charging right there.
Got a couple transitions going on here. Caleb Patillo now in for the Tigers. Tennessee wins that one. Close call there, though, for the Tigers. They're actually going to steal it.
Slowing it down in the offensive zone.
That's Pellegrino. He tried to get his man, Doob. Missed it, though. Now they're fighting it right for the net. This is where you got to be careful if you're Tennessee, and they're just going to send that one down the ice.
Nice job on the penalty kill. Get the puck out of your zone as soon as possible. You want to waste as much time as you can when you're down a man.
Yeah, that really was a missed opportunity for the Tigers. Once again, they're second so far today. They almost just had one right there, as that was Patillo, who just came in the game, maybe not ready, and almost lost the puck. Luckily, his teammate was able to recover it for him.
Nice job on the forecheck there by Kyle Oakley. Or was that Mitchell Spranklin? I wasn't sure.
I believe it might have been Spranklin, as the Tigers are going to try to reset this one. Dotson hasn't really seen much action here in the last couple minutes. Had a lot at the start of this game. The whistles kind of slowed things down, and now it's really been Tennessee being stuck in that defensive zone.
Nice job to get it out. But an even better job right there by the Auburn defenseman, Caleb Patillo, to keep it on that half of the ice.
There's a shot. Simon's just going to block it.
And we got another little stoppage in play by Simons. Nice job to get some tired penalty killers off the ice.
So in 27 seconds, Kyler Stober, who got that first goal for the Ice Vols, is going to be back in this game. But this is 27 seconds if you're Auburn. You've got a chance on this power play, as there's another whistle.
Yeah, the puck right there flew into the Tennessee bench off of the hands of Cole Patton, who could not bat it down. It's going to stay a defensive zone face-off for the Ice Vols.
And the Ice Vols going to lose that one. Auburn's going to take back over. That's Alex Duchman again. And we've got a little bit of possession change here against the glass. Auburn's going to maintain it. They actually missed the puck there. I'm not saying it's sloppy play, Dom, but not the greatest right now if you're Auburn.
No, I mean, they're not doing a great job with their tape-to-tape passes.
And we're going to throw it down to Kenzie. Kenzie?
Hey guys, thanks Tom, thanks Ethan. We're out here, and obviously Auburn came out smoking hot. They were dominating Tennessee's defensive zone, and now Tennessee flipped the story, flipped the script with that goal in by Stober, who happened to be in the penalty box, but I guess he needed some energy to get back out here for the Vols and hopefully get another one in soon, guys.
Thank you, Kenzie. Yeah, you mentioned it. Auburn looked hot. They also looked hot to start the season, 7-0, have lost their last 3 games. They looked hot to start this game. Now they're down 1 goal. They're kind of struggling. Don't really know what's going on down the ice. No one really has any communication if you're just watching this game. Another whistle there by the referee.
Very close right there on that icing. Lincoln Simons just watching that puck go right into the side of the net, waiting for the very last moment to call that icing.
You think he got spooked right there? That he had to make a play on it, or he's like, no, that's icing?
No, he was chilling in that. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Someone who's not been chilling is Dotson right there. He has to fall on it. Very lucky break there for Dotson and the Tigers.
Yeah, nice job by Dobson to stop the puck. There was a lot of chaos around the net, especially with the Tennessee captain, Connor Frazier.
So we're going to see some substitutions come in here for both teams. Get some, fresh energy on the ice.
Connor Frazier is going to stay out there and take this face-off, though. Trying to ignite some offense here.
Yeah, Frazier, he does a lot of these face-offs for the Ice Vols as they're going to fight for it.
Yeah, Ice Vols, they're going to want to shoot some more pucks on net. They're only down by 1 in the shot department, 6-7. But, you just want to send some more pucks on net.
Yeah, and Tennessee has been a lot more strategic in this game than I thought they were going to be. Auburn's kind of just like, hey, we need a goal. We need one fast. Simon's going to use his hand to kind of get that one out of there.
Yeah, nice little baseball play action right there by Lincoln Simons. He saw a lot of action in the he saw a lot of action happening with the club baseballs this weekend, and he was like, get my glove in there.
Yeah, a lot of action going around baseball, especially for Tennessee.
Yeah, not even on the non-club side with Tony Vitello leaving for the major leagues, Coach Elander being promoted to that head coaching role.
Bryce Cooper threw Colin Doob there into the glass on the other side as Auburn maintaining it, doing a nice job here. This is what you want to see, and as soon as I say that, they lose it. Another turnover and another whistle.
Another puck getting sent into the Tennessee bench.
Kind of feels personal at this point, doesn't it?
Well, that one was by one of our own. So a little friendly fire right there by the Ice Vols.
Getting ready for another face-off. And I've kind of mentioned it, they're not playing sloppy, it's just they don't really have rhythm right now, Auburn. Trying to find it here, and they lose it.
Yeah, Auburn not really getting a lot of rhythm, and then that's just making their feelings in the blues right there.
It could be the speed, though. We know how fast this Tennessee team is. They've got some stars, and a couple go to the ice, and we got another whistle.
That's going to be a penalty for, I believe, hooking. Let's see, who's going in the sin bin for the Ice Vols? It's looking like that is going to be Dylan Updike, taking 2 minutes on the hooking. The Ice Vols back on the penalty kill. They did a really nice job in that penalty killing earlier. Let's see if they can duplicate their efforts.
So Stober gets the first goal, ends up in the penalty box. Updike got a goal yesterday. He ends up in the penalty box. Wonder who's next. But right now, Auburn just trying to get a goal and tie this thing back up. Tennessee going to take over off that turnover. Said that a lot so far in this first period.
You're right about that. The Ice Falls have been very good at forcing these turnovers and capitalizing on the out-of-rhythm Tigers.
And Dobson just like, come on, guys, cut me a break. You know, I've been down here defending, keeping this a one-score game.
Great job on the forecheck there by the Ice Falls. That's our man with no name right there, number 13.
Mysterious.
We'll call him Mysterio.
And
That's a superhero name, right? He's
Yeah.
been playing like a superhero so far.
And Auburn, I don't know if they're playing hockey or just keep away. Their chemistry is just not good right now. It feels like every time they swing for the puck, they're either missing it or just sending it to an ice fall. So they got to work on that here with 6:11 left in this first period. Tennessee trying to mount another charge, maybe make this a 2-0 game. And another one. Dobson just going to use his hand, block it.
This is a great penalty kill for the Ice Falls. They have not spent that much time in the defensive zone for a power play, and it's working. The Tigers only have one. I don't think they even had a shot on goal this power play. So nice job defensively.
No, it's been rough for Auburn. Almost forgot that they're in a power play right now, just the way they've not been able to control the puck. And now that power play opportunity is gone, so mark it down, another missed opportunity for the Auburn Tigers.
Updike back out on the ice, and immediately just a nice check there on Ryan Good.
Doob gonna send this one off the glass and into the possession of the Ice Falls. Frazier now gonna get some time with the puck. And he takes a hard hit, or rather the Tigers player took a hard hit. That was Packeris.
Very physical play by the Ice Falls captain, Connor Frazier, doing a nice job getting a little extra out there after the puck is gone.
And they continue to get some extra time out there with the puck. Tennessee keeping this an offensive battle, at least for them. For Auburn, it's been mostly defense, but right here with a chance to maybe catch Simons off guard, does not. Simons, another good stop there.
Great opportunity by the freshman, Kane Brennan, trying to net that goal, but Lincoln Simons says, not today, young fella.
Now, I know they missed the shot, but that was big for Auburn right there. That was some confidence. Like, hey, okay, you know, we do have something for Tennessee in this one.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to want to play fast, get out and transition with those breakaway opportunities because, I mean, as you could see earlier in the power play, they were not able to generate any offense whatsoever. So capitalizing on Ice Falls turnover, going fast is how they're going to get back to a tie game.
Little scramble there for the puck. That was Hurlbert who sent it down the ice.
Nice job to keep that in the zone by Carroll.
Yeah, Carroll, we've seen him. He's a freshman for the Ice Falls. Sophomore. He's had a pretty good season so far, has a goal.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a sophomore, so he's got that youthfulness that's gonna pay off, and then you know he's got some experience that's gonna help his Vols.
Updike earlier was in the penalty box, takes a shot at the net, blocked by Dobson. That's Isles. Excuse me, that's Bryce Cooper. And he slams a Tiger into the glass. The glass and the boards have seen a lot of action in this first period, Dom.
Yeah, they've been rattling all afternoon and making a lot of noise. I feel like these boards they're made for the acoustics.
You know what we haven't seen in a while outside of a goal is the horn.
Yes.
And Lily, I hear you have something.
the biggest thing to talk about here is just how physical Tennessee is playing. They're getting those big hits. They're keeping everybody on the wall. And as you guys said, we're staying in the sin bin. Can't say I've ever heard that one before, but we're staying in the penalty box so we can see if we can stay dominant defensively here late in the first period.
Great stuff, Lily, and dominant Tennessee has been in this first period as it's almost finished. A 1-0 lead, and they've got it right where they want it. Takes a shot, no good. That was LaGreca.
Nice opportunity there for LaGreca. He was asking for the puck. He got it. He was just not able to capitalize. Seeing some of that physicality that Lily just mentioned. And, you know, we also just talked about the boards rattling.
There was some rattle right there. And we've got a stick loose on the ice. And that was almost a self-scored goal, almost friendly fire there for the Ice Vols.
I think that Cooper knew what he was doing. He knew he was in a dangerous territory. He had that good communication with Lincoln Simons and was just like, here you go, buddy. Stop the puck for us.
So the faceoff's going to stay in the Tennessee defensive zone. But they're going to get possession of it. Now Auburn's going to take it.
That's a pretty bad mistake there by Schneider, whiffing on that puck. Let's see if he can make up for it right here.
You see the speed. They're going to get it to the captain, Frazier, who gets put into the boards, loses the puck. Maybe should have been a whistle there. They're not going to call it. Tennessee, though, controls.
Yeah, Patillo with a little gamesmanship action with Frazier just grabbing on his stick.
And that was a close one for Tyler Rose. A little bit off to the right.
I believe that was actually Schneider right there. Just barely missing on that shot.
Pavic tried to steal it, couldn't get it. Auburn keeps it. Now Tennessee looking to maybe get it. They will. Pavic gets that one off to Schneider. Schneider's going to try to set it up, and the Tigers going to get 3v1 action. They're going to steal it from him. Tennessee, though, going to take it right back, and that one just going to kind of fly right around the boards.
Yeah, Pavic just sending the puck into the offensive zone, try and create some order here in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, Tennessee's just trying to get to this little stoppage with the lead. Auburn's trying to take advantage of it, and there's another whistle.
Very close right there to stop the offside, but 24 just could not stay within the blue lines.
So 26 seconds left here in this first period. Tennessee leads 1-0. They're going to win that face-off. And I imagine they're just going to try to run the clock out on this one, but Auburn's like, we still got 20 seconds. We can still get a goal. Tennessee's like, I'm going to have to stop you right there.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad neutral zone turnover right there by the Tigers.
And there's the horn. Nice to see it again, as that's going to end the first period. Tennessee up 1-0. Dom, what have you liked so far? What have you not liked?
I'm not a big fan of all these turnovers happening. It's a little sporadic out there, but you know the Ice Vols have had a nice time capitalizing on those turnovers, getting into the offensive zone, and putting pressure. Even though they only have like 6, maybe 8 shots, but it is a nice job to put pressure on William Dobson.
Yeah, Dobson, he's seen a lot of action. Lincoln Simons, he's seen a lot of action, especially late in this first period. Drew King, he's got to be happy with what he saw at the start of this period. Maybe, is there some nerves potentially when it comes to the defensive side because of the way, like you said, the turnovers that we've seen?
I think that it's not necessarily nerves. It's more indecision. And, well, I guess that would be nerves. Yeah, good call, Ethan. But, yeah, indecision in the zone, not able to be crisp and clean with your passes, and the stick handling has been a little questionable. A lot of good stick handling on the defensive side.
Well, thank you for that, Dom. That was some good insight here as we get ready for this little breakage in play. We're going to be back for the second period in just about 10 or 15 minutes. Tennessee is up 1-0. You're watching the Tennessee Club Sports Network.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Ever get the urge to just take off? Now you can charter a flight in the time it takes to order a coffee. Private aviation shouldn't be as complicated as it is. Bloated landscape of brokers and management companies, unexpected fees and wait times can make flying private a burden and a time suck. It's an industry that's stuck in the past while the rest of the world has moved on. If you can book a black car straight from your phone, you should be able to charter a plane just as easily. Welcome to Flyhouse, the future of private aviation. We're modernizing the industry by putting unprecedented access and control in the palm of your hands. Simply enter your desired trip plan and watch as hundreds of private plane operators bid to earn your business, driving down the cost of your flight. You pick the winner, you pick the plane, and you pick all the extras that make flying private worth it. Even share the trip with friends if you're sick of picking up the tab by using Flyhouse's proprietary Friend Share feature on the app. And that's it. You just booked a private flight, customized to your exact needs and the time that it takes to order a coffee. No more middleman. Deal directly with the operators. Our transparent pricing ensures fairness for all parties. maximizing savings for everyone involved. And with hundreds of Argus Platinum rated planes, the highest possible safety rating, you'll get to your destination quickly and safely every time. Safety, service, transparency. No need for headaches, no reason not to. Fly private, the way you want to fly private. Take control of your journey. Take the trip you always dreamed of. Take off with Flyhouse.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Ever get the urge to just take off? Now you can charter a flight in the time it takes to order a coffee. Private aviation shouldn't be as complicated as it is. Bloated landscape of brokers and management companies, unexpected fees and wait times can make flying private a burden and a time suck. It's an industry that's stuck in the past while the rest of the world has moved on. If you can book a black car straight from your phone, you should be able to charter a plane just as easily. Welcome to Flyhouse, the future of private aviation. We're modernizing the industry by putting unprecedented access and control in the palm of your hands. Simply enter your desired trip plan and watch as hundreds of private plane operators bid to earn your business, driving down the cost of your flight. You pick the winner, you pick the plane, and you pick all the extras that make flying private worth it. Even share the trip with friends if you're sick of picking up the tab by using Flyhouse's proprietary Friend Share feature on the app. And that's it. You just booked a private flight, customized to your exact needs and the time that it takes to order a coffee. No more middleman. Deal directly with the operators. Our transparent pricing ensures fairness for all parties, maximizing savings for everyone involved. And with hundreds of Argus Platinum rated planes, the highest possible safety rating, you'll get to your destination quickly and safely every time. Safety, service, transparency. No need for headaches, no reason not to. Fly private, the way you want to fly private. Take control of your journey. Take the trip you always dreamed of. Take off with Flyhouse.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to the Tennessee Club Sports Network. I'm Ethan Price. Alongside me, Dominic Spezia. Dom, we saw a pretty interesting first period. Kyle Stober got the only goal that's given the Vols the lead, 1-0. What can you tell us about him?
Well, he was able to capitalize on the Ice Vols power play, getting on the offensive, and then he stayed offensive and got 2 minutes in the penalty box. But it was a nice spark of offense for the Ice Vols.
Yeah, and like you said, it was a spark, and that's what they needed. They've got the lead, which is something that they struggled with in the last few games. When they don't get the lead at the start, I mean, Tampa, they did get the lead and then, got blown out 5-1. But the Vols, when they have a hot start, they usually don't give up. So right now, they're up 1-0 on this Tigers team. Like I said, not sloppy play, but just not really good chemistry. A lot of turnovers. Definitely need to do more stick work if you're the Tigers. And defensive-wise, Tennessee's been great. So positives and negatives for both teams. Let's get down to the neutral zone for the puck drop. And Tennessee is going to start out the second period, basically as they did the first. As that was Fraser. Little turnover there. Auburn comes back, can't get the puck though. Tennessee's gonna hang on. DeStefano kind of just swung it to nobody, but keeps this on the Auburn defensive side. Fraser catches that puck and misses his man, but Pavic with the assist there, gonna help him. Now Simons finds himself in an interesting spot as he's going to have to not even deflect that as it goes wide left.
Yeah, Jake Fleet right there with a nice job to just be by Simons, make him a little uncomfortable in the net.
Yeah, Fleet had some action early in that first period. Haven't really seen him since. He's back on the ice. As both of these teams have fresh energy, and there is the first whistle of the second period.
It's going to be an icing on Auburn. Good opportunity for the Ice Vols to get some fresh legs potentially on the ice and get this offensive zone face-off win.
Yes, Franklin in there. I'm not sure if he won the face-off, but Tennessee is able to get control of the puck. Now they lose it. And now they're going to fight for it. Big hit into the glass as an Ice Vol actually goes down.
Yeah, Bonthius sent Bryce Cooper into the wall.
That's Fleet with the puck for the Tigers. Little shot there, intercepted by LaGreca. Excuse me, that's Bryce Cooper. And Dobson just falls on it.
That was a good save right there by Dobson. I'm actually not sure where that puck ended up. I saw it in his bare hand. So a little interesting net minding right there by Dobson. Bryce Cooper's having a little chat with the ref, probably with that little tangle tie-up thing he had with Ryan Bonthius.
He's had a lot of those recently, but he's got passion, and that's what you want if you're head coach Drew King for this Tennessee Ice Vols team.
Yeah, you want more passion, you want more energy, and you want to score some goals.
And score goals they have, up 1-0 here with 18:07 as we get another whistle. And we're going to rack them up and do it again here for another face-off momentarily.
Another icing there by Auburn.
That's 2 in a row for the Tigers. Not what you want to do after kind of how bad the first period was for them on offense. And Tennessee just kind of finds himself in a fight for the puck. Updike took a shot, might have hit his teammate's stick, but it goes flying in the air and stays on the Auburn zone.
Yeah, Updike, he's just a really hard worker, and his teammates know that, and his teammates want to get him involved.
And Updike certainly has been involved in this one so far today. He's the only other Ice Vol, I believe, that's been in the penalty box.
Yeah, he also scored a goal last night to get his second on the season, looking to do the same in the second period, might I add.
Yeah, and yesterday they scored 2 goals, so this game eerily looking similar to yesterday's. Right now, 1-0, 3 minutes into this second period, and just change of possessions ongoing between the Ice Vols and the Tigers.
There's a great blocker save by Simons,
And-
getting the puck into the offensive zone for the Vols.
And that was a shot at the net that went high. And good thing there was some protection there above the glass, as that one definitely had some air.
And the Mysterio shot went just wide.
Great to see him back in the game. As a little nudge there. That's Kyle Stober, only one who's gotten a goal so far in this game. He also was in the penalty box for the first time in this game. And that's De Stefano, little behind the back pass there, gets taken by the Tigers.
Yeah, there was some good stick work there and a huge back check.
And that was very unfortunate for Cade Brennan, excuse me, as that was just mere inches from being in the net and a goal for the Tigers.
Preston Pats, it's good to see him get up and make his way to the bench after taking that huge hit by De Stefano.
And there's some more rattling as a couple players go into the boards. Off the cleat of Cooper.
Cleat?
Excuse me, skate. Wrong sport. We did football back in the day.
Yeah, gotta keep you fresh and up to date, Ethan.
You do. I appreciate it. And we're gonna get a stop and play here with 15:52. And we're gonna get a face-off. And they're actually gonna blow this one dead.
Yeah, the refs were cleaning up some firewood back there. Broken stick from the Auburn side.
Just not Auburn's day so far. A lot of misfortune for them, but it's only a 1-score game. They're still in this, plenty of time. Tennessee's shown it this season where they too can get a little sloppy and lose control of this game, and there's another whistle.
Yeah, we're gonna get a penalty right there on Auburn's number 7, Charlie Kemner, I believe, for slashing there in the offensive zone for the Ice Vols. So we saw in the first period, power play, very quick goal. So the Ice Vols very efficient in their power play in putting nets, well, getting the pucks in the nets.
So a chance here for the Ice Vols now on the power play. 2 minutes. It'll be a 5v4. And Tennessee kind of just trying to set this one up. And that one's not going to go their way.
That's a bad offensive turnover there by Spranklin. Very fast skater. He was just a little too fast there and could not get the puck on his tape.
Meanwhile, Auburn really fast sends that one down the ice. Back into Tennessee possession.
Bryce Cooper sending it up for the Ice Vols.
Little Sunday stroll there for Cooper, if you will. And now Stober going to get control of this one. Takes the shot, falls over. It was also blocked off the stick. That was Bonthius of the Tigers. There's a shot a little to the left by Cooper. Don't think that one was for the net. That one was for the net by Cooper, and it's to the left.
Yeah, Bryce Cooper just could not get the puck up in the air for Spranklin to bat and misdirect.
So Simon's kind of having to doing some double duty work there as a goalie. Had to get that one away and back down the ice as a Tiger was coming fast to try to get an easy goal. Pavic. De Stefano, Pavic in there as well. Spranklin also in there. They've got good chemistry, but sometimes chemistry just doesn't always get you a point. And it's been a little while since we've seen the Tigers have possession of the puck here.
Yeah, it's been a very controlling power play for the Ice Vols. Pretty organized, and they've actually gotten a decent amount of pucks towards the net.
So there's Tyler Rose, blocked by maybe 2 Tigers right there at the net. Rose going to try it again, gets it off to his teammate. That one is no good, and we have another whistle.
That was a very nice cross-crease pass right there by Tyler Rose, finding the freshman Finn DeStefano, but his shot was blocked by the Auburn defender and sent up into the netting, the safety netting, that is.
So, Dom, has Auburn just kind of slowed their pace down and trying to limit the mistakes, which has allowed Tennessee to have, such a long time of possession? Or is Tennessee just really bringing the heat on them?
Tennessee's, they're bringing the heat, and then Auburn, they're just trying to send the puck away from their net.
And that was a scramble. They can't get it away from their net. They're trying to desperately. As we got to fight for the puck. This is dangerous if you're Auburn. Already down 1-0. Tennessee really has controlled this one off the skate. That time, Tennessee, though, maintains. But Auburn's finally going to get some control.
Nice resilience there by the Tigers, fighting for the puck and eventually getting it. So let's see if they can keep it in the offensive zone.
So now, little new territory here for Tennessee. They block that one. Simon's doing a nice job just kind of guarding the net.
That was a nice pair of blocks by Dylan Updike, setting up the breakaway.
Kenzie?
Yeah, guys, we are here after these first period, and Drew King's team needed to collect themselves a little bit. Auburn was coming out hot in that first period, and they ended up flipping the switch here in this period when coming out with 14 shots already in total in these first two periods compared to Auburn at 9. After the first period in the game 1 of the series, they came out with a 14-6 lead on shots, so they're doing well in that department. Guys.
Thank you, Kenzie. Yeah, Tennessee's really taking a lot of shots at the net for Auburn. Auburn doing a nice job holding them off, keeping this a one-score game, Dom.
Yeah, the Ice Falls have been very effective offensively.
And that was almost a shot there. I believe that was Tyler Rose off to the right. So they've been a little off to the left, a little bit off to the right. Auburn can't do it with Jake Fleet.
That was a nice stop there by Bryce Cooper once again.
Yeah, Bryce Cooper's almost been like a secondary goalie in this game. He's had a couple stops there that have kept this, from being a tie game. Big hit into the glass. Tennessee's going to use that speed. Doesn't really work, though, when you're stuck in the corner. Now it's Spranklin's going to lose it, fights back. And a whistle.
That's going to be another icing. The Tigers really just, they're wanting to slow this game down. They know Tennessee likes to play with pace. In a perfect world, they also want to play with pace, but they're just unable to maintain control of the puck. And in this second period, only 1 shot on goal for the Tigers compared to the Ice Falls' 6 shots.
Yeah, this is looking a lot like that both West Virginia games, really, where it was just a lot of offensive performance from the Ice Falls. And eventually, those shots are going to land. Right now, though, they keep the lead 1-0 and keep the puck. But they might lose it right here. That's Schneider. Can't do it. Auburn takes over. And blocked by Simons. That was a nice one.
Yeah, that's a great opportunity on the breakaway by Sam Catalano. But Lincoln Simons, he's a brick wall back there.
Yeah, and Simons, he did a nice job blocking that one, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Auburn in this second period as an Ice Fall immediately goes to the ice, gets up, and almost got a goal. He does get the goal. What a shot there for the Ice Falls. Matt Pavick, the sophomore, just a sophomore, Dom, gets the goal.
Yeah, great job by Pavick, setting a shot with a bunch of force, getting that. I mean, that shot hit Dobson, but he was not able to stop it from going into the back of the net.
And I wish we had a replay of that, Dom, because that was incredible passion, energy, just to still get down there. Like I said, he fell, was on his knees, got immediately up within a second, and then gets the goal 2 seconds later, and now the Vols go up 2-0. And I'm sure the Pavic family is happy about that one.
Not just the Pavic family. Any family involved with the Ice Falls. Oh, a couple people going tumbling right there.
Yeah, they get back up. Not as fast, though, as Pavic to get that goal. As Auburn trying to maybe catch Tennessee sleeping in this celebration mode that they're in. As now with a 2-0 lead, you can kind of be a lot more aggressive. I mean, they've been like that already this whole game, but be more aggressive.
Yeah, the Ice Falls, aggressive is their game, so they don't want to do anything that changes that.
That's Deutschman right now with the puck. Hard hit into the glass by Hurlburt. Another one slides down to the ice, gets back up, and they just kind of do a little dance there on the puck. Neither one able to get possession, but now it's going to be coming down to the Auburn side.
Bodies flying everywhere. People trying to get in the bench, people trying to get out of the bench, people doing a little dancey dance, a little spinorama. A lot of action out there on the ice.
And all this is just taking time off the clock for Auburn to try to get a goal in this second period. We saw yesterday Tennessee scored 2 goals in that second period to make it a 3-0 game going into the final period. Right now, this is looking really similar to that as we get a whistle and a stop and play.
Yeah, you know, Matt Pavic, he scored in the second period of last night's contest, and he does so once again today. So a very nice job.
Yeah, and with that goal by Pavic, he now is tied in a 3-way tie for the second highest goal scorer for the Ice Vols this season. As we mentioned in the opener, Mitchell Spranklin yesterday got the first goal and took the lead at 4. So we've seen 13 different scorers on this Ice Vols team this season. A lot of offensive energy.
Yeah, Stober, first period, also got into that tie at second place for the leading goal scorer for this Ice Vols roster.
And there's some hard hits. They're going to feel that one in the morning. Now Tennessee in the corner. Just trying to kind of set them up, finding out where your man is. Cooper going to get that one off. Auburn tried to steal it, can't do it. And a hard hit for Cooper. Cooper takes some hits.
Yeah, Bryce Cooper, he's a very, very physical player. I mean, Lily said it earlier. The Ice Vols have been playing very physical today. Bryce Cooper is at the helm for the Vols. Big number 43, taking hits, giving hits, and dealing out a lot of pain.
He can give and he can take, as we've seen so far today and this season. Another hit there. Spranklin now with the puck, almost lost it. Jake Fleet had the puck, tripped over the puck. Don't see that a whole lot. Now they're going to fight for it again. Auburn trying to slow this down, but Tennessee is just so fast. It doesn't matter where you are on the ice. There's an ice fall right there where you are. And you could hear that one, as that was Finn DeStefano, and he may be hurt, Dom.
Are we still doing the hit?
Yeah, that was a huge hit there by Jake Fleet up against the boards. Really hope this stud of a freshman, Finn DeStefano, is all right.
And while we have this break, Lily, do you have something for us?
that we need to talk about is the penalties on Auburn. They're really harming them right now. We've heard several icings and a slashing. In order for Auburn to really make a statement, slow this game down, they need to clean this game up, perfect the imperfections. And even on the side, guys, we can hear yelling and screaming and hitting. They just need to take a deep breath and go into this halfway point of the second period with a clear head. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Lily. And yeah, you mentioned it. They just need to catch their breath, slow things down right there. To the applause of everyone here in Knoxville Civic Coliseum, Finn DeStefano got up under his own power, a little gingerly, but he gets over to his side of the bench. I'm sure he's going to get checked out, but getting ready here for face-off in the neutral zone. Tennessee wins it. Now, this is an opportunity if you're Auburn. DeStefano, he's one of their main guys out there on the ice. Now you get a new face in there. Maybe you can catch him sleeping and get an early goal.
Yeah, hopefully the DeStefano injury is not too serious and he can get back out on the ice, because he is a difference maker when he is out on the rink.
Kane Brennan wasting no time trying to get the puck. Had it momentarily, loses it. That's Pavic now with it. Got the last goal, trying to get another one. And that one at the net, no good. Blocked by multiple Tigers and maybe some Vols as they fall to the floor. That's Brent Tencher going down, gets back up. And Don, like we said, this is a physical sport, ice hockey.
Yeah, some people call it boxing with skates. And at the college level, there's not a lot of fights. So you got to make up for it with some bone-crushing hits, some loud contact with the boards, and just bodies going everywhere.
And there are a lot of bodies on the ice, mostly on the Tennessee side. Now they're going to all enter the Auburn side, and vice versa. Tennessee almost steals that one. They do. And Auburn takes it right back. And just through the stick. That was Landon Pats. So there's one of the Pats brothers that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, Pat's the younger brother of the two.
And we're going to get a whistle. Dom, who on this Auburn team do you think really has been the leader in this game?
It's kind of hard to say, but I would say Alex Dushman. He's been everywhere on the ice. He's been one of the only Auburn Tigers to apply some pressure to Lincoln Simons.
Yeah, him and Jake Fleet as well for the Tigers have really been the only ones to kind of give a fight to this Ice Vols, offense, as well as defense.
Jake Fleet, he's been really good in these face-offs, getting a lot more opportunities for his team.
Looks like Stober's going to come in for the face-off. Another scramble for the puck. Bryce Cooper takes some hits. He's got the puck. Mad dash for the puck. Tennessee's going to maybe hang on to it. They will. And there's Cooper again. He lost it and just kind of sends that one to try to reset everything on the Auburn side.
Yeah, missed opportunity by Bryce Cooper to keep the puck in the offensive zone.
And some more banging into the glass. Auburn's, the pressure's starting to build, right? You still have another period, but shot after shot, deflection after deflection, you're kind of realizing, like, hey, this isn't working what we're doing. We've got to do something else.
Yeah, this period, they've only sent 3 pucks Simon's way compared to the Ice Vols' 8. So pretty big shot discrepancy. And that's just not applying offensive pressure. Lincoln Simon's just, he's having his Sunday tea back there in the net.
Yeah, I hope he's still awake. He looks like it.
Oh yeah, tea has some, it has some caffeine, so he probably won't be sleeping on the job.
There's a shot at the net, no good. That was Reese Wenzel, the freshman. And the referee's talking about it. Was it a goal? Was it not? They are going to give him a goal. So the Ice Balls, third one of the game, and it's Hurlburt.
Big Will, great job right there. Noticing that William Dobson was out of position. He had a defender just kind of like sitting on the goal line. And a nice job by Big Will, realizing that, throwing the puck towards the net. And I think he got it through the defender's 5-hole right there to get past that red line for the goal.
It's a great day to be a sophomore if you're on this Tennessee team. 3 sophomores have got the goals. Pavic, Hurlburt, and then the last one, obviously.
Last one right there was by Hurlburt. Getting his second on the season.
Tennessee now, 2:45 left here in this second period. Another opportunity to maybe run up the score some. Can't do it that time.
LaGreca with a nice short angle shot there to get even more pressure on in this second period.
That was Pavic who got the glass. A lot of contact in this second period that we've seen. That's landed Pats losing the puck. Was in a double team there with Tennessee. Now Tennessee, Pavic has control. Shot by Frazier, no good, but the lineup was there. Just a little bit off to the right.
Yeah, Dobson just heard his favorite sound in all of this great sport that we call hockey, bar out.
And there's a stoppage in play. And we're going to go down to our sideline reporter with a fan.
Austin and Henry, what are we liking from this Vols team so far?
I'm really liking the offense today. We're scoring a couple goals. The guys look like they're having fun.
Absolutely. And
I love the physicality out there. You know, they're trying hard today, so love to see that.
We're hoping to see a fight.
A fight? Okay, yeah. That's what we want to see more of?
A little spark. Like right there, we need Schneider to have a little fight.
Schneider and who else?
I think number 43, I think Bryce Cooper needs to get in there and, you know, show some spirit.
And Mitchell Spranklin. Mitchell Spranklin really needs a fight.
So basically the whole team.
Whole team, yeah.
Yes, love to hear it, guys. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kenzie, Henry, and Austin. That was some great stuff. You may see a fight coming your way soon. As the pressure is building, Auburn knows they're losing their opportunity in this second period to try to get on the scoreboard. Right now, 3-0 Tennessee.
Great job by Kenzie there, finding some knowledgeable fans up there in the stands. Those boys definitely have played some stick and puck, eh, bud? 60 seconds left in this second period. Auburn, they really need to get back in the shot discrepancy. They've, only 3 shots.
Getting ready for another face-off. Yeah, Auburn, just the offense hasn't been there in this game. Their spirit has. The shooting just hasn't. Tennessee going to just try to run this one out in these last 50 seconds in this second period. Off the board. Fighting for it. I can't even see the puck. Can you, Dom?
I can now.
Tennessee, they can see it too. They can take a shot a little to the left. They take another shot, still right there, almost at the crease. Now it goes down the ice. Tennessee keeps it their way. And Dobson kind of sends it to the left. Here's an opportunity for the Ice Vols. Can't do it. But Bryce Cooper can basically do anything. And he's got the puck now.
One last push for the Ice Vols.
That's Updike who got thrown into the glass. And there's the horn. There's the end of the second period as Auburn and Tennessee make some contact there. Referee going to go in there and kind of get everyone together.
Yeah, we got a little extracurricular action there by Big Will and also Ryan Good getting into it on the boards. And the boys are having a lot of talks with the big hit right there.
So yeah, we talked about the sophomores, Kyle Stober, Will Herbert, and then Matt Pavick. The 3 goals for the Ice Vols as we head into this third period, Dom. If you're Auburn, what do you do now?
Shoot.
Outside of shooting goals, what do you do on offense?
It's as simple as that. You need to send the puck towards the net. You want to make Lincoln Simons work because he hasn't done that in who knows how long. Only 3 shots he's had to deal with that second period. So they just need to generate some consistent offensive pressure to get the puck in the net.
Auburn right now 5-1 on the road, looking to potentially go 5-2 and go for 4 games lost after starting out 7-0. We're going to go into the third period. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes for the final period here in Knoxville. And welcome back to the Tennessee Club Sports Network. Ethan Price, Dominic Spezia, getting ready for this final period of play here in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. The Ice Vols are up 3-0, and Auburn hasn't really done much in this game, Dom.
Nope.
Do you, you got any stats for us?
Yeah, I do. That second period, the Ice Vols outshot the Tigers. I think it was, what was it, like 11-4?
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy number.
It was either like 10-4 or 11-4, so a 6 or 7 shot discrepancy right there. So nice job offensively and defensively by the Ice Vols.
Yeah, Tennessee has really just kind of controlled this entire game, at least in these first 2 periods. We'll see what Auburn's got. But we got a sideline report with Lily Helton and Kinsey Orban. What do you got for us?
Hey guys, yeah, I have Kinsey here with me. Kinsey has been nothing short of a dominant performance from the Ice Vols. What are you looking forward to here in this third period?
The Bulls are already up 3-0. I'm looking for a lot more dominance, again, a lot more aggression. I think they've been dominating in their offensive zone, and I think that Auburn, they've been struggling a little bit this in the last period, and I think they can continue that momentum going forward. What about you?
Yeah, you definitely mentioned it. Auburn has really struggled. They've slowed down completely, and they're just letting the Ice Vols kind of run all over them on the ice. The Ice Vols are doing a good job keeping up their pace. They're being quick, and they're absolutely taking the shots on goal that they need to take. I'm going to throw it back up to you guys.
Thanks, Lily and Kenzie. Dom, I think our jobs are at stake here. That was some pretty good stuff. We need to get them on the booth.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a short walk across the arena, and I mean, I don't want to knock us, but that was a pretty good duo right there.
That was some good stuff, and we're getting ready here for what hopefully should be a pretty good third period, as the Ice Vols either look to close this one out on Auburn, or maybe Auburn can pull some heroics and make a comeback. As both teams head out onto the ice, getting ready for this center face-off, which will be the final one for today. Potentially.
Yeah, Auburn, they're really going to want to reverse their misfortune, losing 3 in a row, on the verge of a 4th loss in a row after starting the season 7-0.
Not the start Auburn was looking for, as they lost the face-off, you could say. Tennessee takes a shot, a little bit to the right, misses it. And Tennessee doesn't miss that one, actually takes it. That's Carter Trussler looking for the net, doesn't get it. Now fight in the corner for the puck. That's Jake Fleet going at it with Pavic. Now Schneider. And Simons just blocks it. Still in play, though. And it's Frazier who just sends it down the ice. And we got a whistle. First one of the third period. We've heard a lot of those today, Dom.
Yeah, one of the truly great sounds that we've heard today. It's like the whistles, the boards banging, people in the crowd just screaming.
Don't forget about the horns. Those are always important.
You and your horns, Ethan. You love horns.
I'm hoping Auburn can get one here in this third period, kind of bring the excitement to Tennessee, though. They're just looking to continue this pretty strong season they've had. Like we said, they're 5-5, so they're looking to get above 500. We'll see if they can clinch this one out here today. They've looked great, though, so far. And this one's going to stay on the Tennessee zone.
Yeah, Tennessee looking to improve to 6-5, and that would put them and Auburn very close in records, actually. 6 wins to 7 wins if that stays true today.
Yeah, and it's really just crazy thinking about what has happened to Auburn in these last 4 games. This one's not over, but to start out 7-0, looking like you're a great team, you're almost unstoppable, and then they just hit a brick wall. And now they've lost 3 games, maybe going to drop a 4th one here, and just haven't had any success in this game, as Tennessee's going to get the puck basically like they've done all day.
Yeah, Auburn in this almost I'm going to get a little ahead of myself for this stat purpose, but they're averaging 1.2 goals per game in their past 4 games. So not a lot of offense going on for the Tigers, putting a lot of pressure on their goalies, William Dobson, and then last night, I believe Gregory Politis was in goal.
Yeah, Dobson's had a lot of pressure, has to stop that one from going through the net. Hands it to the referee. And they're going to have a face-off in the exact same spot that they just had one. So Auburn just trying to get it out of their zone, get back to the Tennessee side of things. Tennessee's going to say no. And they're fighting for it. Neither one can decide if they want to keep it on the ice or go up the ice.
Yeah, they're just playing a little puck peekaboo right there.
Now Auburn sends that one flying. Tennessee now going to use some of that chemistry. Hurlburt, who got that last goal. Can't do anything there, but it is on the Auburn zone, which is where you want to be if you're Tennessee. There's a shot at the goal. Once again, just a little bit to the right. And that was Updike on the attempt. And there's a whistle.
It's going to be offside. Big Will Hurlburt could not get back. But, you know, Carter Trussler right there. Very good cross-crease pass to Dylan Updike in the shooting position. And Updike just barely could not get the puck in the net.
So getting ready for another face-off. Already 3 minutes off the clock here in this final period. Auburn starting to run out of time. It's a 3-score game as the Ice Vols retain possession. And that one is a goal, and goal number 4 for the Ice Vols. And Kyle Stover with his second one of the day.
That was just a truly incredible piece of stick and puck right there by Kyle Stover. Falling down, getting in between, splitting the 2 Auburn defenders, getting into a great shooting lane, and just somehow managing to get the puck behind the goalie in William Dobson.
Yeah, and Dom, we got another face-off. Auburn wins it, but with that goal by Kyle Stover, he now ties Mitchell Spranklin for the leading scorer on this Ice Vols offense. A really just great weekend for him. And not such a great weekend so far for Auburn. Still time to get back in it, but now down 4.
Oh, and there's a goal. It's just an Auburn player, but... Well, at least somebody on Auburn found the back of the net. It just so happened to be Caleb Patillo's body instead of the frozen biscuit.
Brutally honest. I like it. But hey, it's something for Auburn, right? I mean, it's not a goal, but at least you've gotten close.
Well, you know, sometimes you just got to feel the back of the net. You want to see how the net works. And then whenever you see yourself, it's basically like you're visualizing it in a very physical manner.
We'll see how much longer this game remains physical as the Ice Vols now up 4-0 with just over 16 minutes left to play. And it's been all Tennessee in this game, definitely in this period, as they're looking to maybe add on to that score. They beat West Virginia 5-0 a few weeks ago for their first shutout of the season. Shut out Auburn 4-0 yesterday. Looking to maybe do the same here today as Pavic loses that one. Bryce Cooper, though, with the recovery. Now it's Schneider through the legs of, that's Bonthius, one of the 2 Ryans on this Auburn Tigers team. Now it's the captain, Fraser. Can't do anything there.
Good pairing up on defense by number 6 and 7 for Auburn. That's Bonthius and Kemner. Just getting to stop the puck and get it into the offensive zone.
And we got a sideline report.
That was one.
And we're up 4-0, so things looking good for us.
Okay, who would you guys say is your favorite player on this Ice Vols team?
My favorite player is Dylan Updike, number 11.
He's a good player. He's a hard worker. And then I have one last really important question for you guys. What are you both being for Halloween?
I'm being Hawk from Cobra Kai. And I'm being Bad Bunny. He's my stuffed animal.
There you go. There you have it. Back to you guys in the booth.
And we've got a goal for the Tennessee Ice Balls, their 5th of the day. Dom, did you see who got that one?
I did. Yeah, I'll tell you, don't you worry. It was Grant LaGreca. It was a nice job while we were talking to some young fans out there. Nice job by, who was it, LaGreca, to not be distracted by our great insight from our miniature Vol fans right there and putting the puck in the back of the net.
Yeah, the Ice Balls now up 5-0. LaGreca, it's his 2nd goal of the season. That's now the 32nd goal on the season for the Ice Balls as they pass the 30 mark. And now if you're Auburn, just kind of, is this where the defeat kind of sets in, Dom?
Yeah, they look pretty defeated out there. I mean, giving up 5 goals already in this contest and barely putting any shots on net in the past, like 30 minutes?
Yeah, we were just talking about Halloween with those little mini Ice Ball fans, and this game has quickly turned into a nightmare for the Auburn Tigers in this 3rd period.
Yeah, it's been a pretty scary offensive performance by the Vols, and invoking a lot of fear into those Tigers.
And there's another shot at the net. We saw a little teamwork there.
Yeah,
that one's blocked.
I think that was who was that? That was Spranklin getting in on the passing. We've seen him with a lot of scoring this season. Again, tied for the lead in goals scored, and then Big Will. He already put 1 biscuit in the basket today, and he almost got another one. Tennessee in the defensive zone.
That was a hard hit. That's Preston Pats. There's the other Pats, brother. We've been looking for him all game, Dom. That one takes a slide. The graduate from Orange County, California, goes into the glass, and he gets up, so he's okay.
Yeah, I think they're going to get, who is that? Is that 6? It was 6. That's Carter Trussler right there with the trip on the older of the 2 Pats brothers, the former USC Trojan. Slipping to the ground.
And so now that puts Auburn on the power play here. Maybe a chance to get some momentum, maybe get an early goal, and try to fight your way back into this one. But down 5, goals are starting to become a necessity if you're a Tiger.
Well, goals are always a necessity to win, Ethan.
That is true. That is the whole point we play these games, is to get it in the net. And right now, Auburn struggling to do so. Little back and forth.
Yeah, Tennessee, 2 penalty kills so far. They are perfect. So 4 minutes down a dude, and they are just like shutting it down defensively, not letting the Tigers do anything. They're just caging up the Tigers right there.
We see Dylan Updike, number 11, back on the ice for the Tennessee Ice Balls. That little fan there, that was his favorite player. Nice to see him back on the ice. And they scramble for the puck. Tennessee gets it. Updike, there he is, sending it down.
Updike, hard work there in the penalty kill, and he's just able to dump that into the Auburn zone.
So another minute until the Ice Balls will get Trussler back. But it remains a 5v4 with Auburn on the power play. And that shot blocked by Simon, stays right there at the back of the net. Here's an opportunity. And not even close by Caleb Patillo. And now they're just shooting it to shoot.
Yeah, the past couple shots have been just a bit outside. And I guess they were listening to me, just shoot the puck. But it's not very effective when you miss the goal by a Zamboni margin.
And a Tiger goes sliding across the ice, and we get a whistle.
Spranklin almost netting his 5th goal of the season right there. but William Dobson flashing the leather. A nice save right there.
Yeah, and Sprinklin, he's looked really good this season, especially, though, in this game. But he hasn't got a goal, which is kind of surprising. Almost had one there, though. Auburn now with possession, trying to set this one up. There's a shot to the left, blocked off the knee pad of Simons.
That was a cheeky little shot by Dushman. A one-timer, very quick release.
And it's all ice balls in this third period. As there's a shot, no good. Dobson once again makes the stop of the few that he's made so far today.
Good opportunity there, but that puck was just a little out in front of Dushman on the breakaway, not able to convert.
Yeah, in this possession, we're really seeing Tennessee speed. I mean, they are going up and down this ice. Auburn almost can't even see the puck just to try to fight for it. As they're in the corner, coming back out. That's Pavic looking, loses it. One of the few slip-ups he's had today. And they're going to go to the ice.
Sit on it, Steve. That's what Pavic did right there. He lost possession of the puck, and then he just decided to take a load off on Jordan Packeris, checking him into the boards and just falling down on him.
And that's what we love about ice hockey. You know, we were talking about how they want to see some fights and physical action. That was pretty physical right there. We didn't get a fight. And Auburn almost got a goal right there. Simons really had to make a nice play, and there's still an opportunity as orange and white go at it. White being Auburn in this case.
Good clarification.
Yeah, Tennessee's both orange and white. It gets a little confusing sometimes.
Well, so is Auburn if you think about it. I mean, orange is not their main color, or it's their secondary color.
That's true. They're more of a dark blue team, I feel like.
They are.
Tennessee with a chance, maybe go up 6-0. Can't do it there. That one off the skate.
Nice job by Simons, covering a lot of ground to stop that one-on-none breakaway Auburn just had.
Yeah, Tennessee's starting to use this entire rink just to kind of burn time here. You're now under 9:30 left in this game. There's Updike. Rose with the shot, can't do it.
It's a good opportunity there, but I think that was Schneider. Yeah.
The 5s and the 6s, they look almost identical from up here.
Yeah, it's like you don't have that distinctiveness of two different numbers, like a 6 and like a 7. I had to do it to you, Ethan.
You did. That was pretty good.
You.
That was pretty good, and we're gonna almost go down to the ice. Tennessee maintains it though. I believe that's Hurlburt maybe with the puck right now. And Auburn's going to get the steal. Here's a chance, and they just throw it to the right. And Simon blocks it with his glove.
Preston Pat's just trying to send up a prayer, and hopefully Simons was taking a nap, but that was not the case. Simons, he's had a Sunday tea. And I think one of our sideline reporters, Kenzie Ortman, has some tea for us.
Yeah, guys, I have a report for you. At the end of that second period, Finn DeStefano, freshman number 4, took a big hit. He is here on the sideline currently, out of uniform and with an ice pack on his right shoulder. I'm not sure the details on how serious that injury is, but I will keep you guys updated. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Kenzie. Good to see that, DeStefano is feeling okay. Obviously, he's got to get iced a little bit, harder than we thought, but it was a pretty big hit. But always nice to see somebody, walk away from those types of hits. And
yeah, always nice to see him. We got a little more puck peekaboo, patent pending, might I add.
Yeah, and, they haven't figured it out yet. Now they do. Tennessee, well, maybe Auburn. It's Bontius with possession, fighting with it. Tennessee now, they all miss the puck. And we've also got some new faces. Jack On is now in here for the Ice Balls. Dylan Updike goes to the ground there, and there might be a fight coming right here. Referee's going to jump in the middle of that.
Rake your fall, and it could be you can get in an awkward situation, and that's where some like actual dangerous stuff can happen.
That shot by Rose was just a little to the right and high. And it looks like we're going to get a whistle. So, Dom, what does Tennessee need to do to kind of just finish Auburn off? I mean, obviously you got a 5-0 lead. At this point, are you just trying to play defense, or are you just trying to get control of this puck and just run as much time off the clock?
No, you don't want to park the bus. You want to maintain possession. You still want to just throw some pucks towards the netminder. But, yeah, if you're maintaining possession and you're putting the burn on Auburn, burning that clock, then good things are going to happen.
I imagine you got to be running out of puns, right, man?
No, I can go all day.
He's got a whole arsenal lined up. Meanwhile, Tennessee trying to finish Auburn off and improve to 6-5. Bryce Cooper, that one also get a little airtime there.
Yeah, always good to see some airtime, just like us today on air.
That's true. It's been a lot of fun here for the Tennessee Club Sports Network. Love doing this with you, especially you, Dom. And we're going to get a 6th goal by the Ice Balls.
Great shot there, Tyler Rose. I think that is the 6th, right?
It should be a 6.
It is
that
the
is
6th.
Tyler Rose.
Yeah, you get back to the 5 and 6 being very close on Rose and Schneider's jerseys. But yeah, Tyler Rose, great shot there. You see him celebrating, putting his hand over his head, doing some extra stuff. And then, yeah, 6-0.
Yeah, that's Tyler Rose's 2nd goal of the season.
I mean, are we going to see a 7th? We have 6, but will we get a 7th goal in this 3rd period?
It's possible. We still have 6 minutes left in the game. Meanwhile, Auburn doesn't want to give up, but at this point, there's really not much you can do. Simons say, no, I'd like to keep this a shutout again. There's some nice stick work there, so it's not all lost so far for Auburn. We're seeing some positives, but then that also turns to be a turnover, so there's some negatives.
Yeah, that's kind of just been the story of the day. The Auburn Tigers, that they can get momentum. They just can't keep it. They've been a little loosey-goosey out there with the biscuit, and yeah, they just have not had their A stuff today.
Not at all, as there's a little bit of some contact there. There's Pavic with the puck, takes a shot, no good. Tennessee, once again, Auburn's going to get the steal on that one. And now it goes back to Tennessee, back to Auburn, and now it's just a loose puck. And Fraser takes a shot into the glass with the Tiger.
Yeah, a nice little Fleet Fraser collision right there. And their Ice Falls just sending it back over to Dobson, see if they can catch him napping. He has not had any time to nap, unlike our fearless Lincoln Simons down there tending the Ice Falls net.
Yeah, I think Simons has had him a fun game. You know, he's done a lot for the Ice Falls. Their offense has obviously been what's, made this game what it is. But there's been a couple times Simons has been needed there, and he's made the play. So we talked about, the chemistry early on This entire Ice Vols team has a lot of chemistry.
Yeah, and especially like in goal, back-to-back shutouts with 2 different tendies. So the Ice Vols, they know that their on-ice chemistry does not take a break, whether they go to Patrick Green or Lincoln Simons, who a wise man once said he is a brick wall in goal.
There's a shot at the goal. No good. Simons falls on it.
Yeah, they're just trying to put another hole in the wall right there. But, yeah, brick and mortar right there. Lincoln Simons. Copyrighted someone.
Yeah, I wonder by who. Can't figure that one out.
I can.
But we got 3:34 left in this game. Tennessee trying to close this one out here in Knoxville. They've looked really good so far today.
Not just today. I mean, yesterday as well. I mean, averaging 5 goals in a series. Granted, it's only 2 games, but still, 5 goals. That's impressive. Going into an off week next week before they play South Carolina in a series in 2 weeks. That's gonna be a tough contest. That's gonna be a tough weekend for them.
Yeah, and speaking of series, Auburn will also go to Vanderbilt. They'll have that off week, and then they'll go to Vanderbilt. As we get a whistle.
Yeah, Trussler's stick got knocked out of his hand right there. I'm not sure if he just had butterfingers or if an Auburn Tiger defender. They are going to say that the Auburn Tiger defender right there, that was Landon Pats, showing a little frustration, just knocking the stick out of the hand of Trussler.
Yeah, so he'll go to the penalty box, and he'll come out with about 50 seconds left in the game once he does the time for the crime.
Yeah, he's got 2 minutes to think about what he's done and try and come out a better person.
Tennessee keeping the puck on Auburn's side. And another ice ball goes to the ground, immediately back up. Now they're starting to throw some hands.
Come on, let the boys fight. Come on,
That's
ref.
Kyle Stober, and we're going to go down to Lily for a sideline report.
Yeah, there you go. There's the physicality I was just talking about. They're starting to fight late in this third period. But what has surprised me the most about these Ice Balls after this big win is that they're not keeping their foot. They're not taking their foot off the gas pedal. They're staying in Auburn's zone. They're making those shots on goal, and they're continuing to make a statement. Maybe we'll get a 7th goal here late in the third period. I'm going to throw it back up to you guys.
Thank you, Lily. And yeah, there's a chance. 2:22 left. Tennessee's been scoring a goal, it feels like, every 4 minutes. So there's obviously a chance to make this a 7-0 shutout. And there's also a chance that Auburn can maybe prevent a shutout here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big difference in like 6 and 7 goals in the deficit column. And I mean, if there was a little more time left in the game, I would, if I was Auburn's head coach, I'd consider pulling your netminder, but with only 2 minutes and change left, you just kind of leave them out there to dry.
So Kyle Stober was sent into the penalty box for that little altercation over there on the glass for that last whistle. So both teams now down a man. It's a 4v4. Doesn't really matter when you're up 6-0 though, as there's 1:45 left in this one, Tennessee, and there's another whistle.
That's gonna be offside, apparently. I'm not sure if I saw that, but I'm also not right on the blue line like the ref, and that's why I'm up here.
I'm glad you're up here, man. We have a lot of fun.
Oh, it's a blast. I mean, club hockey's just it's an all-around great time. You got some good hockey, a lot of chaos, a lot of physicality, which I mean, this season, Bryce Cooper, he's really the only consistent physical dude out there. But this game, he's made an impression on his fellow Ice Balls.
Yeah, Tennessee, we've talked about their speed. They also have a lot of power when it comes to either checking an opponent into the glass or just swinging the stick and trying to get a puck into the net from afar. As we've got a couple new ice balls in on there.
Yeah, we've seen some lightning fast offense and some thunderous hits against the boards by the ice balls today. And I mean, Auburn, one good thing they can take away into their off week is their physical. Oh my gosh.
That was live club hockey action right there.
Yeah, that hit, it was like a 6.7 on the Richter scale right there. That was a seismic level hit in the open ice.
And speaking of the open ice, Tennessee with a chance here. Can't do it.
Another man with no name with the shot. Just going wide. And a good forecheck by...
we got 24 versus 24.
Yeah, some 24 on 24 action.
Updike, that's Stober coming in from the penalty box and immediately going over to the bench.
Yeah, don't you love sitting for 2 minutes and then sprinting just to sit again? Pretty much like a track meet.
Yep, and Auburn right now can't do anything about it. And that's going to do it here in the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Tennessee's going to win this one 6-0, a second straight shutout, Dom. How impressed were you by Tennessee in this one?
I mean, in the first period, it was pretty even. The shots on goal were 8-8, but when you're winning faceoffs, you can get into the offense much better, and Tennessee did that very efficiently today. First period, they were 60%. Second period, they were, I believe, 76% on face-off wins, and a good show of sportsmanship out on the ice as they're all gonna shake hands. Oh, a little tumble there at the back. Nice, great work by our cameraman, our camera person.
That's head coach Drew King right there.
And even another great broadcast moment right there. Getting the camera work, getting the graphics. Amazing.
And for Auburn, Dom, what's needed for some improvement going into, obviously they have this bye week, but then going into Vanderbilt, you got to go on the road again. You're staying in the state of Tennessee. What do they have to do to find themselves back in the win column and break this 4-game losing skid that they're on?
Well, they're going to have to clean it up. They want to make sure their passes are tape to tape, not tape to nowhere.
That's a good point.
And then offensively, just be efficient. We saw them get some good moments there, but they just either lost the puck or sent a shot that was not even remotely close. I was probably in a different area code.
Yes.
And then defensively, they weren't bad. They were creating a lot of turnovers, which is some really good insight to what they can go to in their bye week and build off of.
Yeah, a lot of good for the Ice Falls, a lot of bad for the Tigers. We're going to go down for our last sideline report with the vice president.
Yeah, guys, who am I here with?
I'm John Hanson, the vice president of Tennessee Club Sports Network, and also our most dedicated fans over here with a morpher and wife of a morpher.
Incredible, guys. The energy is crazy up here. What did you like seeing from the Balls tonight?
I thought they played a very good game. They scored 6 goals tonight. I was hoping it'd be 7, but, do what you got to do. But they crushed Auburn, and I think Tennessee's got some good games ahead of them.
Absolutely. The energy is in their favor. And did you intend to do a 6-7 joke on that?
What are you talking about?
6-7 joke?
What's 6-7?
I could not tell you either because I am not on TikTok. So I would not know. But maybe the Gen Zers out there would maybe know. Maybe.
Well, I'm not on TikTok either, so I still don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that makes 2 of us, guys.
Thank you, Kenzie. That was some great stuff. Dom, are you on TikTok?
No.
I'm not on TikTok either.
I also don't know what they're talking about. But, that was a beautiful face right there. John Hanson, vice president of us.
Yeah, some good stuff. Now, Dom, we talking about it. Tennessee now and Auburn both go on a bye week. Tennessee has a big series matchup against South Carolina. You're now 6-5 on this season. You've stopped that little skid that you were on, like what Auburn's been doing right now. How do you prepare for South Carolina?
Look at the good. There's a lot of it. And then, you want to be perfect. And there's room to improve to meet perfection. And that's just limiting your turnovers. But, whenever you play fast and you play aggressive, turnovers, they're going to happen. It's a natural part of this sport. So, yeah, they just need to continue doing what they're doing, and they're going to win games.
Yeah, they are. Tennessee right now winning games, 6-5 now. As we head from the Knoxville Civic Coliseum, we'll be back here in 2 weeks for South Carolina, and then I believe we also have a home game right after that, so it'll be a nice week there for the Ice Vols. Thank you so much for watching the Tennessee Club Sports Network. We had Lily Helton and Kenzie Orton as our sideline reporters. Thanks to our broadcast, crew, everybody here who makes this work. Hopefully this broadcast was a lot better for you guys. It was a lot of fun up here. I'm Ethan Price. Alongside me today was Dominic Spezia. Dom, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you for joining me, Ethan. It was a great game. I love being up in the booth with you. Always a good time. Good afternoon.
It was a good one. So long from Knoxville.